Bonjour,
Bonjour,
comment ça va?
ça va bien?
Yeah. This being the last day of this week, in this second week of Advent, we have been sharing many stories about peace throughout this week, saying peace comes through detachment. Peace can be found within, peace in the presence of Christ. So many ways uh, we talked about the peace. As an overall view, peace is Christ Himself. Okay, when He said, "Peace I give you, my peace I give you," means giving His presence. Okay, when Christ is with us, we have peace. And today I would like to share with you a story about peace. Do you like to hear?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a farmer, okay, like Lloyd and Judy Parody farms. Okay. There was a farmer who had a big farm, also had many cattle, cows, bulls, um, goats, all that. And he also had many farm equipments like tractors and all the many items. So he was really searching for a good servant who will be very faithful and always be available, because farm, as you know, demands your attention all the time. As he was interviewing, one young man came, and the farmer asked him, "What is your special skill? What are you good at?" Then he said, "I have a special skill that I can sleep peacefully in the middle of the storm." Okay, the farmer did not understand what is he saying. How can somebody sleep peacefully during the storm? Because we will be busy taking care of the things, making sure everything is in place. But if he can sleep peacefully, he did not understand, but still he liked him, so he hired him. After like 1 or 2 weeks, there was a heavy thunderstorm and rain in the middle of the night. So the farmer and his wife, both of them got up and were running around, calling the servant for help, because they wanted to make sure that the cattle all are in place and the firewood is in the place for furnace, and then wanted to make sure the tractors, the farm equipments are all in. So they were running around and calling this servant, but he was sound asleep. He was in sound sleep. He was sleeping peacefully. Then they went by themselves to the cattle place. They saw all the cows are tied in place, all the goats were in place, and they had enough food for them. And then they went to look for the farm equipments, the tractors. They were all pulled in, and they were all in the garage. They went to the fireplace. They saw enough fire logs were kept for the rest of the day, rest of the night. And they saw all the places were lodged in properly. Everything was done and prepared. So that is why he was able to sleep. Okay. And the next day morning, they saw him and appreciated that we really admire that you did everything in advance, prepared everything, and that is why you were able to sleep peacefully. Then the servant said, I prepare everything and do all the necessary things when the sun is still there. I do not wait for the last minute or wait for the storm to come, but rather I prepare everything when the when the sun's still there, you know. Um, that is how we have to make use of this Advent, you know, not running till last minute. You know, sometimes we find ourselves during this Advent going for shopping, preparing the cards, getting ready with the gifts, and so many preparations, so many programs are going on. And then last minute we find ourselves not ready for the, we have not really prepared ourselves for the Christmas because we were busy with other things, you know. Even at the time of Christmas, we don't find peace. So this story is an example that if you are preparing yourselves enough in hand and in time, you will be peaceful and you'll be able to be at peace in the middle of the storm.
That is so true, because with the farmer story, it is really true that you need to be always prepared and ahead of time, because you never know with the weather or anything, so you always take advantage of those times that are available at, you know, and it's true, you do have the peace. Once you've done it, you're at peace with it. And also with Advent, it is very true to prepare ourselves, and we get so caught up with everything that needs to be done and try to either please everyone or try to get everything in order, and it is hard sometimes to just sit down and just try to get Christ come in and be at peace and try to reach Christ more than going out and getting all this stuff, you know, because when Christmas comes around, then you feel much more joy and more at peace with everything. Yes.
That's right. Yeah, that is so true, because we are almost done with 2 weeks of Advent. We are already going to enter in the third week very soon. We have not much time left. Therefore, when we still have time, we need to prepare worthily, especially making good confession and repenting for anything that we have done wrong, reconciling with God and with our neighbors. That way we prepare a worthy place for Christ to come in, so that if we have prepared well now, we will be at peace at the time of Christmas when the Lord comes. So it's time now to prepare to be at peace at the end.
Thank you, Father.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
I wish you a beautiful week. Bon semaine.
Well, thank you, Father. You too, and bon semaine.
Yeah. Have a nice week. God bless you.
Bye.